So, we have a serious problem right now, and we need to talk about AI. We all know AI has both good and bad sides. It's supposed to make things simpler. Believe it or not, AI has been around for yonks. In fact, I started using AI a few years ago for general tasks like ChatGPT, creating images for my thumbnails, and other content-related purposes. AI is great for content creators, but what I don't agree with is when people manipulate AI to reimagine things or even create music using AI and sell albums, passing it off as their own work when it's clearly not their own fucking idea. So today, we're going to have a discussion about the benefits and problems of AI. Drop your thoughts about AI in the comments below, and let's get started. So, I had to do a bit of research here. AI has been around longer than most people realize. With its roots in early philosophy and logic, the modern era of AI began in 1956 at the Dartmouth Conference, where the term artificial intelligence was officially coined. Early AI programs focused on problem solving and language processing, but faced limitations due to the weak computing power, leading to the first AI winter in the 1970s. AI made a comeback in the 1980s with expert systems and early neural networks, paving the way for more advanced machine learning. The new millennium, the 2000s, saw a breakthrough with big data and deep learning, revolutionizing speech recognition, fucking automation, and creative applications. Today, AI is fucking everywhere, powering virtual assistants, generative art, and even music compositions. As AI continues to evolve, it raises such an important question for me about ethics, authenticity, and its impact on such creativity and society, such as musicians and even authors. While it offers powerful tools, the debate over its role in the arts and other industries is far from over. AI can now generate videos, and if you provide the right prompts and ideas, it can create impressive results. Though sometimes the outcomes can be fucking total disaster. AI is also integrated into editing software to help content creators streamline their workflow, allowing for faster content creation by detecting silences and making quick cuts. Additionally, you got YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels, TikTok with Shorts as well. AI can automatically identify speech and generate subtitles for videos, making content even more accessible. And I use that for my shorts. While these advancements are exciting, technology continues to evolve, there are also the darker sides to AI that we need to discuss. Let's talk about AI and metal music. So it's an interesting, somewhat controversial relationship. While AI has been used in many genres, metal presents a unique challenge due to its fucking complexity, raw emotion, and technical musicianship. However, AI is slowly making its mark in many different ways. One of the most common applications of AI in metal music is composition and production. AI-powered software can now generate riffs, drum patterns, and even entire fucking songs based on an artist's style. Some musicians use AI tools like DataBots or Ariva to create metal-inspired tracks, while others incorporate AI-generated elements into their own music. Even platforms like Google's Magenta have experimented with AI-driven music generation, including heavy and even fucking extreme metal. AI is also being used for mixed and mastering with programs like LNDR, automating audio processing to achieve professional quality production. This allows independent artists to refine the sound without needing expensive studio time. So AI can also help in transcription and tablature generation, making it easier for musicians to learn complex songs by converting audio into sheet music or even guitar tabs. Another area where AI is making waves is in vocal synthesis. AI-generated vocals can now mimic different singing styles, including metal's signature growls and screams. Some experiments have even trained AI models on famous metal vocalists to generate entirely new performances, and we will talk about that later on, raising ethical questions about whether AI should be used to create music under an artist's name. AI-generated metal music videos and album art have also gained popularity. Programs like Midjourney and Dolly are being used to create surreal, high-quality album covers and promotional materials, often with an eerie, otherworldly aesthetic that fits well with metal's themes. Despite these advancements, there is significant pushback from the metal community. Many fans argue that AI-generated music lacks the soul, aggression, and human touch that define the genre. Metal has always been about raw emotion, rebellion, and personal expression, qualities that are difficult for AI to replicate authentically. Some people worry that AI will dilute the genre by making it easier to mass-produce generic metal tracks, while others embrace it as a tool to enhance creativity rather than replace musicians. Lately, we've seen a surge in AI-generated album covers in metal. Some look incredible, while others are downright fucking terrible. A prime example is Deicide's latest album released last year, and also Gravedigger's Bone Collector released this year, which have sparked discussions about AI-generated artwork. Unleash the Archers also found themselves in spotlight for using AI-generated music videos, raising the question, where do we draw the line? Does the use of AI-generated artwork affect how you perceive an album? Would you stop listening to a band just because their album cover was made with AI? Or does the music matter more than the visuals? This is an interesting question, so let's discuss. To be honest, I don't really mind if an album cover is AI generated or not. However, there are copyright issues to consider. You can't just generate a fucking image with AI and use it on an album cover without proper permissions. AI systems learn from vast amounts of data, reimagining images by taking bits and pieces from the web to create their own versions. They can do a phenomenal fucking job if given the right prompts. Understand that for some like my mate Questy, the authenticity of album art matters. Knowing that a human artist crafted the artwork can enhance the connection to the music, and I totally agree with that. This brings me to Dream Theater's Parasomnia album cover. While it appears digitally created and some speculate it might be AI generated, the cover art was actually designed by Hugh Syme, a renowned artist known for his work with bands like Rush. Despite Syme's involvement, many people agree that this is one of Dream Theater's less impressive album covers to date. AI-generated music is undoubtedly fun to experiment with, but should it be uploaded to fucking Spotify or even Apple Music and claim as an artist's own work? Absolutely fucking not, because it isn't. With just a simple prompt like create a black metal song with soaring guitar solos, AI can generate a fully structured song in seconds. Websites like Suno and Refusion are leading the way in AI-generated music, and while some of the results are genuinely impressive, they aren't created by real humans. This raises a serious ethical dilemma. On one hand, AI music can be an incredible tool. It understands metal subgenres, can generate heavy riffs, blast beats, and soaring melodies, and might even serve as inspiration for musicians. Some artists could use AI to brainstorm ideas, refine their songwriting, and even push creative boundaries, much like how drum machines and digital recording tools have shaped modern production. If an artist takes an AI-generated track and recreates it using their own musical skill, One could argue that it's just another form of creative assistance, similar to how producers use loops and samples. On the other hand, AI generated music lacks authenticity. Metal is built on, like I said, raw energy, human emotion, fucking technical skill, all of which AI cannot replicate. If an artist simply uploads AI generated tracks and sells them as their own, they're taking fucking credit for something they didn't even fucking create. This isn't just dishonest, it devalues the effort real musicians put into their craft. There's also the copyright issue, as AI is trained on existing music, meaning parts of its output could unintentionally plagiarize real artists. Ultimately, AI in music presents both opportunities and risks. It could be a useful tool for creativity, but it should never replace human musicianship. Using AI to generate ideas is one thing, but claiming AI generated songs as original compositions is crossing the fucking line. For me, I wouldn't want to listen to an album that was entirely created by AI. It lacks the human soul that makes metal so damn fucking powerful, emotional, and real. Let's talk about AI on YouTube and the trend of reimagining full albums in different eras. I have to admit, it's fascinating hearing what Iron Maiden might have sounded like in the 60s, or how Slipknot's debut album could have been in the 80s is undeniably creative and entertaining. Some of these AI generated reimaginings are genuinely impressive, giving us alternative realities of how iconic bands might have sounded with different production styles and instrumentations. However, the reality is that AI is doing all the work. The content creators behind these projects are essentially just typing prompts and pasting lyrics into an AI model. There are numerous channels out there now recreating classic albums like Metallica's Ride the Fucking Lightning in different eras. And while some sound really well done, others strip away the original melodies, making them feel hollow and even uninspired. Then there's the more bizarre side of AI generated music. I recently came across an AI generated Dream Theater song. Yes, Dream Theater back in the spotlight, except this time the AI was generating 18-minute long songs about complete shit. I'm talking about shit, literally. Complete nonsense. The vocals sounded exactly like James LaBrie, and if you weren't aware of AI or had been living under a rock, you could easily be fooled in thinking it was a real Dream Theater track. The guitar solo sounded like John Petrucci's, the keyboard sounded like Jordan Rudess, and the drumming sounded like Mike Mangini or even Mike Portnoy. It was extremely well crafted, yet it made me feel sick listening to it. It wasn't just that the song was AI generated, the real issue was that it sounded too fucking real, and at points I could even recognize familiar melodies pulled from Dream Theater's actual music. This raises such a serious debate. On one hand, AI generated music like this is technically impressive and opens up new creative possibilities, but on the other hand, where does the line get drawn? If AI can generate music that sounds identical to a band, what stops someone from releasing AI fucking generated songs under a fake name and profiting from the music that wasn't truly created by them? AI can be a fun tool, but when it reaches the point where it mimics artists so closely that it becomes indistinguishable from the real thing, it starts to feel exploitive rather than creative. So while I can appreciate AI's ability to reimagine music, I also find myself questioning how much of it is genuine creativity and how much is just AI doing all the heavy fucking lifting. The more realistic these AI generated songs get, the more uncomfortable it becomes, because at what point do we stop listening to real musicians and start to consuming purely AI generated imitations? So now the question, how do I use AI? Well, I use it quite a lot, mostly to ask questions and get inspiration for videos. AI is also a great discovery tool for finding new metal albums, though Metal Archives is still my go-to for that. AI has helped me improve my channel quality, and according to And according to Filmora, my editing software, even green screening falls under AI. So every time you see that abandoned fucking city background in the Discovery episode, that is AI apparently. But that wasn't AI generated. It actually took me a few weeks to create Taro Glen using software like Blender to model the buildings and manually adding effects like rain. So yeah, it was a lot of hard fucking work. And to say that's AI generated, it's a bit of a, offense. The Discovery logo, it's not AI generated. I did it on Photoshop. That said, I do occasionally use AI for backgrounds in thumbnails just to make them more visually interesting. But I see AI as an assistant, not a creator. To be honest, AI is still kind of dumb if it gets fucking information, gives incorrect answers, or isn't always accurate. One thing AI is good at, though, is world building and creating lore for stories. It has helped me a lot in writing, acting as a proofreader, and pointing out what needs improvements. But when it comes to AI generated music and album covers, I'm completely against it. Artists should be the ones designing album covers, not AI. This is a growing issue in the music industry. I suppose if you're fucking completely broke, made the music yourself, and had no fucking artistic skills, using AI for an album cover might seem like an option. But here's the thing, some AI generation subscriptions are ridiculously expensive. Some platforms charge thousands per year, while ChatGPT's premium tiers can cost up to $200 per month. Or if you're cheapskate, $30 per month for the cheaper subscription. When you add it all up, you'd probably save money by just hiring a real artist instead. So here's my take. Save up, hire real artists, and learn your craft. AI can be a tool, but don't fucking rely on it to do everything for you. We live in a rapidly changing world, and some uses of AI are downright scary. From deepfakes and voice cloning to fully AI generated YouTube videos featuring content creators that don't even fucking exist. The next few years are going to be interesting, and there's no doubt that AI generated metal music will continue to evolve. We'll likely see the rise of fully AI generated metal bands, but that's a rant for another video. In the meantime, use AI cautiously. Don't rely on it for schoolwork if you're young, essays or assignments, because there's software that can detect AI generated content. And if you get caught, you could find yourself in serious fucking trouble. Instead, use AI as a brainstorming tool or for generating ideas, but let your own creativity do the real fucking work. So yeah, let me know what you thought about this AI video. Do you agree or disagree with my opinion? Let me know if you do use AI as well. Let me know. It's been fun, and I'll see you in the next one.